Hi, how you doing everyone? Please welcome back to Learning English with TSK. For today's video, we are going to continue about the uses of the past simple tense. And I know you still remember for the previous video, we learned about the two uses of the past simple tense. But today, you are all going to study the two more uses of the past simple tense. Are you ready? Let's get started. We use past simple to talk about habits or action happened several times in the past. Once again, we use past simple to talk about habits or things or action happened several times in the past. Now, let's go to the example together. Example, I played second high when I was a child. I played second high when I was a child. This action happened as a habit, okay, when I was a child. When I was a child shows about the past action, okay? It happened in the past and finished in the past. Okay? We talk about habit in the past or action happened several times in the past. So, in case that one of the action happened as the habit of one person in the past or one person used to do that kind of action several times in the past, that no longer now, you are going to use past simple tense. Okay? Let's go to the example once again. I played second high when I was a child. The action I played second high is not now, but only in the past. This action happened several times. It's also like a habit. Okay? So, in case that we use this kind of action, we express the past simple tense. Understand? Now, let's go to the second one. My father often read me tales before I went to bed. Look at the example once again to be clear, right? My father often read me tales before I went to bed. So the action, my father read me tales, is not only one time. It happened as the habit or it happened several times in the past. Not just only one time in the past. Happened several times or it happened like a habit in the past. Before I went to bed, my father often read me tales. Or my father often read me tales before I went to bed. Okay? So action happened in the past and finished in the past. As the habit or it happened several times in the past. So in this case, we use the past simple. Alright? Let's go to the third example. She worked at a small restaurant when she was 16. Once again, she worked at a small restaurant when she was 16. When she was 16, she worked at a small restaurant. Things, action happened in the past. Okay? She worked in a small restaurant when she was 16. When she was 16 shows about the past time action. Show about the past time. It happened in the past. Okay? Action, she worked in a small restaurant is not only one time. You understand? It shows about the habit or action happened several times in the past. But in this exercise, we are going to use the past simple to talk about habits. Okay? So we say, she worked at a small restaurant when she was 16. Right? Let's go to the next example. I swam a lot while I was on holiday last week. I swam a lot while I was on holiday last week. Look at the action, I swam. Did I swim just only one time in the past? No. Just think about the action. Just think about the uses. Uses number 3, we talk about action, okay, that happened several times in the past, or you talk about past habit. There is no longer happen now. No longer happen in the present. Past habit or action happened several times in the past. Just think about it. Several times in the past. In case that action happened only one time, we don't use past simple to talk about this usage. Number 3. Okay? I will tell you more about how about action that just happened only one time in the past. If only one time in the past, they use another verb tense. But in general, we are going to use past simple to talk about the past habit or things or action happened several times in the past. So just think about it. Okay? For example, I swam a lot while I was on holiday last week. The action I swam during my holiday. But my holiday is not now. My holiday was last week, right? So action I swim, just not only one time. Several times in the past. Understand? Let's go to the 5th example. I did my homework on time when I was a student. When I was a student, I did my homework on time. Action, or this is the habit. Okay? I often did my homework on time when I was a student. So action, I did my homework on time, not just only one time. Happened like a habit or happened several times. So do not focus on the other side of our uses right now. We just focus on past habit or habits happened in the past or things or action happened several times in the past. Beside that, do not think about that. Just focus mainly, on something we talk about the habit or something happened several times in the past. Okay? Let's go to the next one. She walked 5 kilometers to school every day when she was 10. Do not confuse about present simple tense. Okay? When you use the word every day, doesn't tell us about only present simple tense. Every day is also used to talk about things, action, habit happen every day but not in the present, every day in the past. Okay? It doesn't exist now. Okay? Every day, it doesn't mean that happen in the present time. No. It also used in the past simple to talk about action that happened every day, but every day in the past, not every day in the present. There is no longer happen in the present time. So do not just see every day and then you use the word present simple. No. Just think about the situation. I say, she walked 5 kilometers to school every day when she was 12. Just see the key word. When she was 12 is in the past. So action happened as a habit in the past. Action happened several times in the past. So we choose past simple to use in this expression. We say she walked 5 kilometers to school every day when she was 10. Okay? We cannot use she walks, present simple. She walks 5 kilometers to school every day when she was 12, when she was 10. Because when she was 10, it talks about the past habit. Now she is not 10 anymore. She is 16. She's 17. She's 20. She's 21. All right? So action happened several times in the past, or action happened like a habit in the past. We use past simple. Do you understand? Right? Let's go to the next one. She often went fishing when she lived in Cambodia. Just imagine. When she lived in Cambodia, we use the past simple. But now, she no longer lives in Cambodia. She doesn't live in Cambodia anymore. She lives in America. She lives in Australia. She lives in Canada. She lives in Japan. Okay? She lives in France. So, action, she lived in Cambodia, is in the past. They no longer live in Cambodia in the present time. Only live in Cambodia in the past. So action happened in the past as the habit, or action happened several times in the past. We use past simple tense. So let's go to the example once again. Okay, she often went fishing when she lived in Cambodia. Action, she went fishing, it doesn't mean only one time. Several times in the past, or like a habit. But is it like a habit in the present? No, it's a habit in the past. There is no longer happen now. Finished already in the past. Right? Let's go to the last one. Mr. Kane sold ice cream before he became a teacher. The action I became a teacher is not now. The action I became a teacher is in 1987. Listen to me once again. The action I or Mr. Kane became a teacher of English was in 1987, is in the past. And in the past, Mr. Kane sold ice cream. This action did not happen only one time in the past. It happened several times. Or it happened like a habit. Several times, action happened several times in the past. We choose past simple tense. It doesn't mean that Mr. Kane sold ice cream only one time in the past. No. Before Mr. Kane became a teacher of English, he sold ice cream. We talk about action happened several times or happened like a habit in the past. So, even action happened like a habit in the past, or even actions happened several times in the past, we still use as the past simple tense. Are you clear? Okay, now, I hope you are all clear, right? Let's go to the next use. Use number 4. Okay? Let's see it together. Usage number 4. We use past simple to talk about several completed action. Action completed in the past in chronologically. Happen chronologically. It means action happen, like first and then second and then next and then next and then next, right? So it happened chronologically, right? Chronologically. Happened in the past, no longer happen in the present, but it happened as chronologically, right? Let's go to the example. You will understand about the several completed action or happen chronologically, right? Let's go to the example. Yesterday, I finished work at 5 p.m. And then, after I finished work at 5 p.m., I went to the cafe. Okay? So what happened next? I spent almost 2 hours watching the world go by. So action happened chronologically. Several completed action in the past. What I mean now is not in the present, it's in the past, yesterday. So action, once again, action happened chronologically. Several action completed in the past. Okay? Several completed action in the past, we use past simple tense. Even we have got 5 sentences, 6 sentences, 7 sentences, or 10 sentences, we still use past simple. Okay? Past simple is used to talk about several completed action or action happen chronologically. Okay? So let's go to the example once again. Yesterday, I finished work at 5. And after that, I went to the cafe. And when I went to the cafe, I spent almost 2 hours watching the world go by. So, several completed action in the past is used in the past simple tense. Alright? Chronologically, right? Let's go to the next example. Last month, we talk about last month, see? Last month is the past time expression. Last month, a girl from Korea joined our class. She came in, introduced herself, and began to talk about her country. She showed us where she was from on the map and blah blah blah. Action happened chronologically. For example, once again, last month, action happened in the past, right? Last month, a girl from Korea joined our class. And then she came in. After she came in, she introduced herself. After she introduced herself, she began to talk. Talk about what? Talk about her country. And after to talk about her country, she showed us where she was from on the map and blah blah blah. So completed action happened in the past. Which one show us about in the past? Last month. So last month, a girl from Korea, action number 1, joined our class. Came in, introduced, began to talk. and she showed us where she was from on the map and blah blah blah. So action happened chronologically, or completed, or several completed actions in the past. Not only one action. Several completed actions in the past, or actions happen chronologically. Understand? Let's go to the last example. First, boiled the water, then added the ingredients. So it also talk about action happen chronologically. For example, what happened first? What did she do first? First, you have to you boiled the water, and then added the ingredient. It doesn't mean that you put ingredient first and then you add water. Okay, and then you boil water. You boil water first and then added ingredient. So it happened chronologically, or completed action in the past. Several completed action in the past, not only one action completed in the past. Okay? So, that is the end for the day. Let's go back to the lesson again. Today, we use two usage of the past simple tense. Usage number 3 and usage number 4. Alright? In usage number 3, we talk about habit or something, happened several times in the past. Once again, we talk about habit in the past, or something or action happened several times in the past, not just only one time. Understand? And usage number 4, we talk about something or several completed action, or actions happen chronologically. Chronologically. Okay? So, the third usage of the past simple tense is about the habit or action happened several times in the past. And the fourth usage, we talk about several completed action or things happened chronologically. Okay? I hope you all understand after the lesson. But before ending, I would like to say thank you for supporting, subscribing, and sharing my YouTube channel and also Facebook page. And I also would like to say sorry for an inconvenience that I did not make the video for a few days, because I have not been feeling well recently. So that's all from me today. Bye. See you in the video. Thank you.